I remember when you turned down the Lakers and we talked and you said you weren't mature enough yet for a job like that. Your words.
Yeah.
How do you mature? Like, are you doing anything to mature?
Um, that's a tough one, I think. Number one, I'll say this. A lot of, I feel like the biggest mistake I made this year was not being able to, put together and develop a championship team. When I look at this year for me, that's the thing that I regret the most is that I wasn't able to, to put together another team that could experience championship glory. Some of the things I think that, whether it's, my relationship with officials or, some of the fan interactions or the different things that come with me. Part of what makes me successful is my passion. It's my intensity. It's this, when you're winning it, when you're winning championships, these same things have gone on. When you're winning championships, it's called relentlessness. I've been called relentless the past 2 years, even though I've been experiencing the same types of interactions with fans and officials. This year it's been called, immature. It's been called a lot of things because, my team isn't on top. I haven't changed a whole lot that way.
If you had a little earpiece and your wife was allowed to talk to you on the sidelines during a game,
Hmm.
how do you think that would go?
I think that I'd be hearing, stop, shut up. Yeah, I mean, I would say that I think that my relationships with officials now, the Florida, the Florida post game, I regret that one greatly. That was there was literally one play call. There was one drive to the rim that I felt if we clearly got fouled on that would have kept that game at a two possession game. That was just, it was ringing in my mind, and it wasn't like multiple calls I felt were missed, Dan. It was just this one play that I could not get out of my mind as I was heading through that tunnel and as I saw the Baylor players. I deeply regret that. I mean, we missed a lot of open shots and credit Florida and Clayton. I mean, they're championship level, but that one I regret deeply. I didn't believe that, and then that was embarrassing. When I look at other ones that were, embarrassing, that I'm the best coach in the country, that was embarrassing. I wish somebody could have stopped me from having that moment. Some of the fan interactions, I've got to get somebody I think that maybe could just walk me on and off the court. Maybe like college football has those guys that walk the coach to the other coach and then just get them off the court. Maybe I need to get somebody that could just, when the game ends, just get me on and off the court. Because I don't think that my in-game coaching, I want to change a lot because we've been really successful.
But what is it about officials, though?
I don't think it's as bad as it's made out to be. I've watched these other officials, and listen, I've earned you earn your reputation. I'm definitely a tough coach to officiate because I'm very demanding, and I value every single possession in the game because I know how important they are. But I've also modeled myself after maybe an older, generation of coaches. I'm just an intense coach, and I think I'm intense. In a very similar way to Coach Sampson tonight. I think if you watch Coach Sampson closely tonight, he's a very intense coach and he's going to be very demanding of the officials.
Well, you're like your dad, though.
You would hate my father. I mean, everyone, and my dad, I
No,
think.
I like being around your dad socially. When he puts his teeth in and we have a conversation. I enjoyed being around him. I don't know what we were watching, like I don't know, some sitcom, or not even a sitcom, it was some cop show when I went to his apartment in Jersey City. And I'm going, yeah, he seems really nice. He's just a nice guy. And then you hear these horror stories about how demanding your dad was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dan, it's like you got to be able to separate the competitor, the combatant.
But could you coach like this, like you are right now?
No,
You couldn't just be like, all
it
right.
doesn't line up with our play style. It doesn't line
Oh,
up
okay.
with the intensity that we play with. It doesn't line up with how we attack the offensive glass or how hard we play defensively. And it's not just me, it's our whole bench. I mean, we lead the country in warnings from officials to have everyone sit down. I mean, everyone on my bench is like out of pocket. Like it's just we're an emotional program, we're a passionate program, and I don't think I'm going to change a whole lot of that. But I do, upon reflection, I think that the interaction with people not on my team, or I would like to probably have less of that.